Hi guys, it's Jeremy at Classic Guitar Rock back down in the basement. It's been a long time since I've done an update, so I want to rectify that and try and do better at posting. I moved into a new little guitar room. One of my daughters left for college, and so I took over her room. You can't see it, but it's like pink and green, and I've got zebra striped curtains. It's really cool. I want to do a review. I recently purchased a guitar. I want to try doing some more reviews. I recently purchased a guitar. I've seen these guys. Saw a Facebook ad actually for this company in Southern California, made in the USA, called Hardluck Kings, and they've got a lot of guitars priced really great. They have some cool designs. I like the look, and they were really cheap. So I went in realistically. I ordered this guitar. This is the Outlaw. It's a V. And I got a blemish. If you can look really close on the headstock, the decal that says Outlaw was kind of part of it's peeled off. So I think this normally retails, I think it was like $259, I think. Well, I paid $229 for it. And it's a set neck. I mean, $229 for a guitar with a set neck. It's got this cool inlay, little Texas style star at the 12th fret. A lot of really cool things, especially for $229. Going in, my thought was, hey, if I've got a good set neck guitar, that's worth the price of admission. I assumed that the electronics would be inexpensive, the tuners would be expensive, the hardware would be inexpensive. So I went in with my eyes wide open based on the price. So let me tell you about it. First of all, I really like the look of it. It's kind of cool. I'm a big Michael Schenker fan, so having a V is kind of cool. Like the looks of it. The headstock, I would prefer if it was just a straight arrow point, but they put these little notches in it, which it's all right. I would prefer the straight arrow. It's probably a copyright deal or whatever. I prefer this headstock though to like the funky Dean headstock, so it's got that going for it. I like it. It sounds good. I'm sure the pickups are inexpensive, but to be honest, I think it sounds fine. The switching here is kind of weird. I don't even have it plugged in, guys, but I guess I should have plugged it in, but I'm doing this really quick, right? The knobs, I still don't really understand completely how they work. I basically have two volume knobs here, it seems to be. So it's a little confusing. I got a tone knob here. Let me talk about the things that were kind of disappointing. Again, tempering this with the fact that it was $229, right? When I would unplug the jack from the input here, it would literally pull this whole plate up off of the neck. I mean, it would literally pull it off. So that was kind of flimsy. The website says that they're professionally set up, and maybe they are. When mine arrived, the strings were all completely loosened, which I'm assuming they do that when they ship it anyways. But when I tuned it up and tightened it, the action was bad. The intonation was off. I mean, almost to the point that it was, I don't want to say not playable, but it was pretty funky. So I actually took it to a guy here, Guitar Frank, who's here in Spokane, where I live. And he did a setup on it. And he does a little, I don't know what you call it, a little analysis of the neck or whatever. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but basically all those red marks, those are all the frets that were significantly low. Okay, so you can kind of tell just looking right off the bat that the frets aren't that great. The fret job wasn't all that great. So he set the action the way I wanted it, low, But once he set it to where I wanted it action-wise, I literally had 2 dead spots. I mean, when I say dead, I mean completely dead. It's still a little dead, but there were spots where it's completely dead, like it sounded like that, completely dead. And it was either spend a lot more money and he was actually have to file down a bunch of frets for me to keep that action. I just brought it home and raised it a little. So it's higher, in fact, quite a bit higher than I like it to be, but the intonation works now. I've just got the action a little higher than I wanted. So that was a little disappointing. Again, I keep telling myself, hey, it was $229. So I've already got $100 into it to get the setup. And Frank also put a new screw. This screw was not in here originally. He put this new screw in the pick guard to keep this from lifting all the way up when you try and unplug the jack. Some other things, attention to detail wise, this pick guard, it's beveled on the sides, but like at the top, it's just cut straight across. At the end, oh, you can't really even see. It's beveled along the side, but at the top, it just cuts straight across here. There's no bevel down here. It's a little clunky the way they did the pick guard. The hardware's black, which looks kind of cool. The tuners. Oh, another thing. At first, before I took it to Frank, I mean, the tuner, it was crap. I mean, the tune, it would not stay in tune at all. I don't know if it's just settled in a bit, or I don't know how the intonation would affect it that much, but it's doing better at staying in tune. And I'm not hardcore on, I mean, I bend, but I don't bend that much. The B string is a little touchy. It goes out a little too easily, but it's a lot better than it was. So, you know, if I was going to give it a rate, again, I like the looks of it. One other thing, the matte finish. I guess I just wasn't thinking when it said a matte finish. A matte finish is like almost like a flat finish. So when I took it out of the box in the mail, the first thing I thought was, oh, they forgot to put clear coat on it, because I'm used to guitars being shiny, right? But then I thought, oh no, that's the matte finish. Took a little getting used to be honest. I kind of like it now, but it's not shiny. So when you look at it, it's not quite flat white, but that's what a matte finish is, right? It's just almost flat. So took something to get used to. And looking at the website, it looks like almost all their guitars are that matte finish. So don't let that scare you or shock you if you get one. Also, I got a case. The case looks really cool, and it's for a V, so it's like huge. It's like really wide. I think that was $79 or $89. So I spent $229 for the guitar, another $89 or $79 for the guitar. I don't remember. So I'm in it. I don't know. What's that? 400 and something after taxes. Scale of 1 to 5. Again, $229. I'd give it a 3, 3.5. Would I buy another one? I probably would, just knowing going in that it's going to take some work. The biggest concern was the whole neck thing. At some point I might have to go in and get the frets worked on to get the action lower, because it is a little higher than I prefer right now, but I had to raise it that high to get rid of I don't want to say fret buzz. There's still a little fret buzz. I mean fret dead. I mean, there were spots that were literally dead on the neck. But I got a set neck. I've got a foundation from which to build, right? I could upgrade the tuners, put new pickups in it. The pickups really sound fine to me. That wasn't a problem, but it is kind of fun to play. And for $229, would I get another one? Probably so. So again, 3 to 3.5 stars for the Hardluck Kings Outlaw. Oh, one thing on the case I forgot to say. The case is kind of cool, kind of big. Again, the latches kind of cheap, but it's a nice case. You know, the latches seem a little funky, but again, it's US made. You get what you pay for. As long as you know that going in, you'll probably be fine with it. So thanks for watching. This is my Hardluck Kings Outlaw, and I'll be looking for some more reviews coming up, and we'll get going on some more lessons. Thanks for watching Classic Guitar Rock. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Have a good one. Bye-bye.